Awesome. So I know a little bit, obviously, but I'm not the one who got to work with you closer. So if you could just start like telling me about your product and your business, that would be awesome.
Okay, so our product, I'm saying our because we are the whole team of the project, and our product is an adaptive audio application, which is called TableTone. And this is very specific for Kickstarter, so it wasn't the easy way to go because it's a software and technology solution, and that is a bit harder there as well, and more so that we are an audio application. So it's hard to explain when we cannot really play and show, and they cannot try it. So, but this is our product, and it is aimed for TTRPG community. It is for tabletop role-playing games specifically. I can't hear you.
I muted myself. So sorry. That's really cool. Thank you for telling me about that. I would love to hear kind of more about what your problem was before you joined LaunchBoom and sort of how LaunchBoom helped take it to the next step, or where you guys got stuck before coming on, and then how the LaunchBoom team supported you in launching.
Okay, so in general, we had really short time slot for preparing the Kickstarter. So there was not, let's say, enough preparation time. And I really needed to speed things up. So I really needed, let's say, help with from someone who exactly knows what to do. So I don't have to kind of try out things or find solutions or make a lot of researches. I really needed to know exactly what to do and just follow the track. And that is what happened with LaunchBoom. So then what actually happened, yeah, that it became really fast, and that is what I needed at that moment to make it happen.
That's awesome. Super helpful. And once you got in here and we're kind of accelerating things or going a little faster, what did you like most, or what did you kind of feel like was your biggest takeaway from working with the LaunchBoom team?
Yeah, for me, it was absolutely great that I had always the opportunity to ask whatever questions I had. So it was really nice to have there all the time someone, or not only one person, obviously, but the whole team that I could reach out to with any question, hesitation, or anything that we just needed to consult. And also that thanks to LaunchBoom and the platform that you have, we had really, let's say, dedicated steps what to do, and we could be very efficient.
That's awesome. That's a great answer. Was there anything that you were kind of concerned or hesitant about before joining LaunchBoom, and kind of what is your perception of those things now?
You mean like hesitating regarding LaunchBoom, or hesitating? Well, there was not any hesitation really, because I reached out to LaunchBoom based on the recommendation I got, and the person I got the recommendation from, I knew exactly that if he's recommending this, that this is really the way for us. So no hesitation, I went straight for it.
That's great. We like to hear that. I guess that's very cool that you got recommended by someone you know. If somebody were to ask you, like a friend or a colleague was to ask you about joining LaunchBoom, kind of what in your words would you say to them about what they should do or your experience?
I would definitely recommend LaunchBoom. I would definitely tell anyone who is doing Kickstarter to reach out, because for me, especially for the pre-Kickstarter phase and creating the whole funnel, especially for us when we didn't have our own crowd yet. So it's super helpful. So I would definitely recommend joining LaunchBoom community. And if anyone wants a successful Kickstarter, I'd say this is the way to go.
Yeah, wonderful. Was there anything that surprised you the most or stood out to you the most about working with our team that maybe you weren't expecting, or was a nice bonus, kind of anything that surprised you about your experience?
Yeah, I would say that what was a little bit overwhelming was the amount of documents and amount of sheets that actually we received. On one hand, that was awesome that it went really into the detail. So if I really wanted to deep dive into something, I really found the information. But all in all, it was at the beginning a lot. So then that was kind of showstopper for a few days for me, because I really had to get orientated. So it has a pros and cons. The pros is that yeah, I could find really anything. The con was kind of like, oh, wow, that's a lot.
Totally. I hear that. It's can definitely be overwhelming. It's a lot of good information, but a lot of information nonetheless.
Yeah. But I guess if someone has really enough time for the whole preparation, then it's probably different. But in our case, I was already in the running train and I had really lack of time. So then when you're working in that super speed,
Yeah,
then it's sometimes harder to orientate. But yeah, it was okay.
totally. I think kind of my last question I would ask you was just how are things different for your business now than they were before you had LaunchBoom, like in terms of how you see your trajectory or where you're going? Like, can you kind of quantify that difference?
Mm-hmm. I would say that thanks to the collaboration with LaunchBoom, we really launched the Kickstarter very well. So the beginning of our campaign was successful. And obviously, I think that when the beginning is successful, then the rest of the campaign may also look differently, and also the traction that we got and everything. So yeah, also that we were, thanks to the, let's say, the funnel and everything that has been made before, the reservations and our VIP clients in the group. So we already have certain community that we can talk to and work with. So it's not only the Kickstarter, but it's also the crowd that we have made around the product and the brand.
That's awesome. I love that. Is there anything else that you feel like I didn't touch on or something that you wanted to add about your experience or the consultants you worked with or anything at all?
I think you pretty much asked the best questions. And I also thought it would be this way. So I think it's also better to do it this way. I mean, all in all, I would just say that I totally recommend it. Just super helpful. And it's just speeds up the things, and people don't have to kind of, try up and down what to do and what not to do. And you simply go and ask what to do and you do it.
Well,
So
I love that. I think that is a great note to end on. And I really do appreciate you kind of taking the time. It really helps us tell our story better and share with some other potential launch boomers who might be able to come in and work alongside us.
yeah, you're welcome.